Some men are so perfect that even their death is perfect. April 30th, 1524. Italy. The most respected knight in Europe lies dying. An arquebus ball has shattered his spine. He cannot move his legs. He knows he will not survive. He refuses to leave the battlefield. He refuses to be carried. He gives one final order: prop me against that oak tree. Face me toward the enemy, and bring me my sword. His full name was Pierre Terrail, Seigneur de Bayard. But all of Europe called him simply the knight without fear and beyond reproach. Born around 1473 in Dauphiné, France, son of a knight, grandson of a knight. He was raised to be exactly one thing: the perfect warrior. By age 13, he was a page at the Savoy court. By age 17, he fought his first battle. By age 30, he was already a legend. He had defended a bridge alone against 200 Spanish soldiers. Just him. One man, one sword. He held that bridge. He once held a garrison of just a few hundred men, against an army of 10,000. He succeeded. This was Bayard. What made Bayard special was not just skill. Every era has skilled warriors. What made Bayard unique was his character. He never ransomed prisoners for money when they were poor. He paid his soldiers from his own pocket when the king ran short. He personally knighted Francis I of France on the battlefield. The king asked Bayard to do it, saying, "You alone are worthy." He treated enemies with respect. He treated women with absolute courtesy. He treated peasants the same as nobles. In a century of brutality and corruption, Pierre de Bayard was genuinely, almost impossibly, good. But Bayard had one great contempt: firearms, the arquebus, the early musket, gunpowder weapons spreading across Europe. To Bayard, these weapons were cowardice made mechanical. Any peasant could point one and kill a noble warrior. Any untrained conscript could murder a knight who had trained for decades. It removed honor from killing. It removed skill. It removed everything that made warfare chivalric. Bayard reportedly said that gunners deserved no mercy, that dying by a firearm was a dishonorable death, that such weapons had no place in a world of honorable men. History had a response to that. April 30th, 1524. The Battle of the Sesia, northern Italy. French forces were retreating. Someone had to hold the rear guard. To buy time for the main army to escape, Bayard volunteered. He commanded the rearguard action, fighting to hold back the Imperial and Spanish forces, giving his retreating comrades time to reach safety. Classic Bayard, always the one who stayed behind. During the fighting, an arquebus ball found him. It hit him in the lower back. The lead ball shattered his spine. Pierre de Bayard, the knight without fear, could no longer feel his legs. He knew what it meant. He had seen enough battlefield injuries. This was fatal. His men tried to carry him from the field. He refused. He ordered them to prop him against an oak tree. Facing the enemy. Always facing the enemy. He took his sword. He drove the blade point first into the earth before him. He clasped the crossguard, using it as a crucifix, and he began to pray. As he bled to death against the oak tree, facing his enemies, the imperial commander, the Constable of Bourbon, rode up. He expressed sympathy for the dying knight. Bayard's response was famous: "Do not pity me. I die as a man of honor should die. Pity yourself. You fight against your king and your country." Pierre de Bayard died against the oak tree, sword planted before him like a cross, face turned toward his enemies, exactly as he had ordered. The knight without fear, killed by the weapon he most despised. But here is what history remembers. Even his enemies mourned him. Imperial commanders paid tribute. Spanish soldiers saluted his body. Even enemies who had tried to kill him wept at his death. That is the measure of a man. When your enemies mourn you, you lived correctly. Subscribe. For 1K, please.